Good day to you.
We've been doing a lot of business lately. It seems like everyone is buying armor or sturdy clothes. Almost like they expect a cold, harsh season ahead, but those are future worries. My worry today is that I'm running out of knitted clothing to sell. I need another load from our supplier. If you can take this request to Rima Schneider at the Canal Tailor and Fit Shop, I'd be most grateful.
See you around.
Hey there.
You bring word from Mr. Bagley?
Safe travels.
Says here that Harlan's business is booming. That's good news, but I wonder why people have need of all that armor. I've heard nothing of open war. Is there something the nobles aren't telling us? Well, thank you for bringing the request. Ars, here's your payment, and I'll see to it that Harlan gets his supplies.
Have a good one. You need something? See you
My
later.
son Thurman is an apprentice at the Lawson Clothiers.
Hello.
My son Thurman is an apprentice at the Lawson Clothiers in the Mage's Quarter. He was in a hurry today and forgot his shears and needles. I know a great traveler like you must have important tasks at hand, but without his tools, Thurman can't do his apprentice work. Please, adventurer, can you take my son's sewing kit to him? Lawson Clothiers is one of 2 clothing shops in the Mage's Quarter. It's the one deeper in, near the Mage's Tower.
Safe travels.
Are you here to buy clothes? Oh, blast. I thought forgetting my kit would free me from work. Now, I guess I'll have to help the Larsons with their sewing. Oh well. Fun will come later, I guess.
What can I do for you?
I won't be such a
Safe travels.
pushover this time around.
You need something? See you later.
I guess I still have a lot to learn.
Need help?
Murder, rookie. That's what you're looking at on the ground in front of us.
Be careful.
Here's the deal, kid. We've got a full-blown murder on our hands. Double homicide. Single horse. Issy die. Worse yet. We're in Westfall. I could throw a rock behind me and hit a dozen hobos with motive enough to want to wipe these people. And horse. Out. Now I don't know who did this, and I sure don't appreciate having to come to this dump too. The deaths of a couple of squatters, but I'll be damned if I don't. The perp. You want to help? Go talk to some bums. The hobo knows.
Light bless you. Greetings.
Gnolls and Murlocs. Horse poopy pal. Gnolls and Murlocs didn't kill these people. I've seen what Gnolls and Murlocs do to people that they kill, and this, isn't it too pretty? Too perfect. Furthermore, the Furlbrows had been squatting on this farm for 5 years. No, whoever wiped them out had a reason. This is murder. Plain and simple, and we're going to get to the bottom of it.
Light bless you. For the Alliance.
Seeing as how we have no other leads, we may as well chase down the information we got. There are a couple of Riverpool Gnoll camps in the area. Track them down and search for clues. Bring back anything that you might find. Isolate your search to the Riverpool Gnolls and Scouts.
Go with honor, friend. Be careful.
As pointless as I think that this is going to be, we need to investigate all of our leads. I need you to head out to the Longshore, west of here on the coast, and shake up some Murlocs. Try to find a clue or some info that can help shed some light on the murders. Return to me if you get lucky, rookie. Rookie.
Go with honor, friend.
get close. It's too far away.
Well met. Be careful.
Find anything on the knolls?
Light bless you. Light be with you. For the Alliance.
Find anything on the knolls?
Be careful.
Is this supposed to be some kind of joke? Because I'm not laughing. Bits and pieces of red cloth. What the hell is this supposed to mean?
Light bless you.
How goes the Murloc hunt?
Go with honor, friend.
Nice find, rookie. I think I have a stack of these on my desk back at the station. We're basically back to square one. What do we know? Someone that likes to write fiction about the past. Sent the Furlbrows a letter. Looks like we got ourselves a real mystery.
For the Alliance.
Looks like we got ourselves a real hood unit here, rookie. Unfortunately, it looks like the locals aren't willing to talk. And the clues you got off the knolls and Murlocs are damn near worthless. We're going to have to initiate a plan. Be on the lookout for Two-Shoed Lou. Two-Shoed Lou is an old confidential informant of mine who, ironically, makes his home at the Furlbrow's old pumpkin farm. Head west to the farm and find out what Lou knows. If he gives you any guff, tell him that Horatio sent you.
Light bless you.
Look, we ain't got no room for no more. Horatio sent you? Right then. How can I help you? He's not here, is he? Here. He knows I wasn't hiding from him, right? Was just trying to lay low and all that, you know. Listen, I really shouldn't be talking to you, but I owe Horatio a favor or two. I don't really know nothing about what happened to the Furlbrows, but I might be able to point you in the right direction.
Lou hands you a large crate.
That crate used to be my home before I struck it rich. Now I'm living a life every hobo dreams of. Right, so you take their living crate and head to the Jangalope mine, southwest of here. Head to the back of the mine, and once there, hide in the crate. Back before those damned kobolds gave me a permanent limp, I used to be William Pessel's #1 candle supplier. Hell, I even came up with the line, "I take candle." Yay, that was me. Kobold would say, "You know, take candle," and I'd just respond, "I take candle," and then bash their brains in.
Jim drifts off for a second.
Good times, the best times. Now, can't even use the bathroom without assistance. You want to help me? Kill me some kobolds. You'll find a good load of them in the nearby mine.
Life in Westfall's hard, Sonny. Every day is a struggle. We can sometimes go weeks without a decent meal. That's why it's important that we all help each other out. Maybe you can lend a hand, eh? I'm making dirt pies and need some ingredients. Get me some fresh dirt from the pumpkin patch out front and a bundle of coyote tails. You'll find coyotes wandering around in the wilds of Westfall. Get moving. We got mouths to feed. Dirt pies don't make themselves, usually. Just smelling you coming got my stomach rumbling. We're gonna eat like kings tonight.
I'm out of range.
Oh, sweet justice. Killing those kobolds won't make me walk like a normal person, and it sure won't get me a job, but damn does it feel good.
Jim reaches into a crusty old sack.
Here, I think I got something for you from my kobold hunting days. Maybe you can put it to good use.
Lou puts his hands to his ears and starts talking loudly.
Stop. 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 I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know, and I don't care. That kind of information is liable to get you killed around these parts. I got one more bit of information for you, and then we're done. A couple of thugs recently showed up at the farm, causing all kinds of trouble. I don't know where they came from or who they're working for, but I know they're bad news. I may have overheard them talking about subjects that might interest you. If you're interested, you'll find the thugs back behind the farmhouse. If you get caught or killed, I don't know you. Never seen you. Good luck, kid.
King's honor, friend.
We're dealing with an organization here, rookie. You don't just off the richest bum in Westfall in broad daylight and leave no witnesses. Someone with a lot of power is behind these murders. What have you learned so far?
Go with honor, friend.
So what do we know so far? We need to follow the clues. Over at the Johnson's stead you found a water-soaked letter and some scraps of red cloth. Here at the Furlbrows you overheard a conversation between some shadowy figure and an ogre maid. You also got a confession to the murder from a bunch of thugs, whom you then killed. Something isn't adding up, rookie. There's an old couple, southeast of here, at the Saldean's farm. Head over there and speak with Farmer Saldean. Find out what he knows.
For the Alliance. What can I do for you? Be careful.
Horatio Lane? That man is a scumbag. Dirty's my underwear. Listen, friend, I don't often give out advice like this, but you seem like a good man. Get out of Westfall. You're already in way over your head. All you're doing now is putting your neck on the chopping block.
Go with honor, friend. For the Alliance.
Times are tough, brother. With the downtrodden masses of Stoneland migrating into Westfall, resources are stretched as thin as they've ever been. The people are restless and in need of help. Our own farmhouse has been serving as a halfway house for years. Salma does the best that she can to keep our guests alive, but sometimes the Watchers get him. Watchers are those twisted abominations roaming my fields, a little present left behind by the Defias before they were driven off. Help us.
Be careful.
Hey there.
Hello, dear. Welcome to our home. You don't look like you're homeless. Have you come to help us? If so, you're just in time. I'm planning dinner for the young ones and need a few simple ingredients. If you could get me some okra, gordusk flanks, and stringy flesh ripper meat, I can make my famous Westfall stew. You'll find all of the ingredients near our farm. Just be careful of the Harvest Watchers. They are merciless killers.
Safe travels.
You have found the heart of the Harvest Watcher. The sound emitted by the device, you can tell that it's still fully functional. Perhaps you should return it to Farmer Saldine.
What can I do for you? Or the Alliance?
What have you got there, hero?
Light bless you.
Is that the heart of one of the Watchers? I've heard stories about using one of these to power up a Watcher for personal use. Of course, I'm really in no shape to try such things myself.
Be careful.
From what I've heard, all you really need to do is find a suitable Harvest Golem and drop in the heart. Once you've done that, you should be able to take full control of the creature. I think there's a whole field of overloaded Harvest Golems west of here, at the Lionson farm. Look for the arcs of electricity. Should you manage to get it working, use the Golem to destroy the energized Harvest Reapers at the old Lionson farm. Those monsters are much more destructive than the ones on our farm.
Go with honor, friend.
I'm... It's too far away. I don't have a target. Get closer.
I'm out of range. I need to target something first.
Greetings. For the Alliance.
Thank you, brother. You've done Salma, and I had great service, and I promise that it won't soon be forgotten. I don't have much money, but you're welcome to what I do have.
Go with honor, friend. Be careful.
It actually worked. That's incredible, hero. Hopefully that takes care of the Harvest Golem problem here in Westfall.
Light bless you.
Can I help you?
Food will be ready as soon as I have all of the ingredients. Hurry!
See you around.
Bless your heart, dear. These poor orphans haven't had a hot meal in days. IT looks like we will have enough left over to help feed many more of the homeless of Westfall.
Have a good one.
Light be with you. Go with honor, friend.
It's been many years since anyone has offered to lend us aid, hero. Had you not come along, we might not have made it through the coming winter. You have proven yourself to be a selfless individual, a person that we can trust. I only wish we had something of value to offer you. While I have no information to assist you in your crusade to bring the Furlbrow's murderer to justice, perhaps my wife can help. Speak to Salma inside, and she will tell you what you need to know before you leave.
For the Alliance, well met. Be careful.
Need help?
Of course, dear. Our little girl works at Sentinel Hill and is very close with the homeless of Westfall. Perhaps she has overheard something. Before you go, let me wrap up the Westfall stew and tell you a little bit about our dear little girl.
Be careful.
About 4 years ago, in the dead of the night, a little girl walked right into our farmhouse and collapsed on the floor. Nobody had a clue as to her identity. The poor little thing had no recollection of who she was or where she came from, truly a lost soul. Soon after, we adopted the little girl and inherited her hope, for that is what she represented. She is now a young lady, caring for the destitute and homeless of Westfall. Take my Westfall stew to her at Sentinel Hill, south of here.
Farewell.
Good day, sir. How may I serve you? I smell Westfall stew. Mother sent you. Yes, I heard about the Fallbrow murders. It is very tragic, but such tragedy is a way of life in Westfall. There are many people here who simply no longer have the means or inclination to keep themselves fed. They have given up hope. Do you understand what it means to be left so hopeless as to stop caring about life? We must work together to show them that there is hope, that with the dawning day, a better life comes. Take my mother's Westfall stew and help feed the homeless around Sentinel Hill.
King's honor, friend. Light bless you.
After my tour of duty was over in Grizzly Hills, I returned to Westfall, only to find the land in worse condition than when I left. The price of our war left thousands of citizens homeless. They now migrate here and squat upon the deserted farmhouses and towns of the region. To make matters worse, we are now under attack by the Gnolls. The Westfall Brigade needs your help, hero. Slay the attacking Gnolls and recover their orders. Someone is pulling their strings, and we need to find out whom.
Go with honor, friend. Need help?
Have you heard of Captain Grayson? Some say that he's the figment of a drunken sailor's imagination, but anyone in Westfall will tell you that Grayson is real. He's a ghost that haunts the Westfall Lighthouse far to the west, off the coast of the Longshore. Do you dare investigate?
Be careful.
You need something? Have a good one.
We were once known as the People's Militia. These days, though, we fight under the banner of Stormwind with the full support of King Anduin Wrynn. Our goals here in Westfall are many: to clean up the mess left behind by the Defias, to expand the reach of the Alliance, and to maintain order. So far, we are failing on all fronts. Times are worse now than when the Defias ran amok. Now with the indigenous Gnolls of the region up in arms, we find ourselves backed into a corner. Help us, hero!
Be careful. See you around.
While the situation here is dire, other parts of the region are literally quaking from the great upheaval. I have here a report from Watch Captain Parker of Ridge Ridge Mountains, one of our territories east of Elwyn Forest. He is asking for a hero to come to their aid. We are spread so thin here that I don't know how we can afford to send any more military. Would you check on Parker and see what he needs? You will find Watch Captain Parker atop the tower at 3 Corners.
See you later.
I'm out of range.
I used to be flesh and blood, just like you, lad. That is, until that fateful day when the Murlocs attacked the lighthouse. You probably noticed all of the shipwrecks along the coast. The Great Sea is treacherous indeed. The coast of Westfall needs to be kept clear, so that if sailors find their way to our beaches, they are safe. The Murlocs are trouble though. Kill Murloc tide hunters and oracles, and I will see to it that you are rewarded. The night the lighthouse keeper's family died was horrible. I watched, helpless, as old Murkai led the attack. But what's done is done, and now my concern is for the lives of the sailors on the Great Sea whose ships come close to the perilous rocks of the coastline. With no one to keep watch on the flame, the responsibility has fallen upon me. Help me keep the torch lit by bringing me chasm ooze from the slimes in the raging chasm to the northeast. When my life was ended upon the rocks, I had no clue what the afterlife held for me. The lighthouse was black that night because old Murkai had scared the keeper's family off. They returned and relit the flame, but old Murkai coerced the weaker-minded Murlocs to raid the lighthouse with him once again. The second time the family was not so lucky, and before my eyes they perished helplessly. Slay old Murkai if you see him along the shore, and bring me one of his scales, and I shall reward you. If ye be reading this, it means that old Captain Sanders is in the grave. So the treasure's rich. You just need to follow him close. First, you need to find a it's probably buried in sand by now, along the western coast of Westfall near the shipwreck. There be lots of shipwrecks, but only one rusty anchor on the coast. Find that anchor and you'll find me locker. Look in there for the next clue.
It's too far away. I'm out of range. It's too far away. I'm out of
footlocker slowly creaks open. Sand and water seem to be its only contents. But wait! A small crab scurries out with a clue to the treasure in his claws. Sure enough, deep within the old jug there is another clue to Sanders' treasure. The ink has run in some places, and the paper smells like whiskey, but you can make out some of the text. Now that you found the old whiskey jug, you're almost to the treasure. Just face west from the bottle and walk down to the shore. Once you get to the water, keep going. Swim straight west till you find the island with me treasure chest. The lost treasure of Captain Sanders awaits. The hinges on the old chest are rusty, but they still work. You force the chest open and take the booty. Congratulations. Well done, hero. You have quite a knack for combat. Thanks to you, the coast of Westfall is a safer place. The flame will not burn for long without ooze, hero. We used to use oil back in the day, but it was hard to come by. Praise you, brave hero. The rocks of the Westfall coast shall be lit thanks to your hard work. Many lives will be spared so long as the torch is kept lit. I died needlessly on this very shore. My afterlife plight is to see that no others follow my destiny. Have you laid waste to the menace known as Old Murkai yet? He has been spotted roaming the coastline of Westfall. Return to me when the foul beast is dead. So the foul heathen, Murkai, is dead. Well done, hero. By your hands one life was laid to rest, but perhaps many more were saved. The great sea, wrought with danger as it is, shall be a wee bit safer this night, thanks to your heroics.
Light be with you. Go with honor, friend.
Have you recovered the attack orders?
Be careful.
Felix? I've heard Thatero before. Recently, as a matter of fact. But who is this admiral?
Light bless you.
Hey there.
Well done, hero. You have provided us a temporary reprieve from the onslaught of gnolls, but there is more work to be done.
See you around.
South of here is an area of Westfall known as the Dust Plains. From what we know, the gnolls of the region have made the Dust Plains their unofficial capital. As with any capital, there exists a leader at the heart. If we are to put an end to these attacks, we must track down the gnoll in charge and end him. Venture forth into the Dust Plains, find the gnoll leader, Django Spothide, and kill him. Take out any other gnolls that get in your way.
For the Alliance.
You have a kind heart, hero. You have done a good thing today, and that act will reflect back upon you when Judgment Day comes.
King's honor, friend. For the Alliance.
SI, Seven has been tracking Helix Gearbreaker since he entered Alliance territory 2 weeks ago. The letter I received from Matthias Shaw explained that he sent an agent by Therof Kernan to Westfall to shadow Helix. Find Agent Kernan and you'll find Helix Gearbreaker. Kernan came into town for supplies 2 days ago. She mentioned that she would be near Mortwake's tower, southeast of here, on the Dust Plains. Get going, hero.
Light bless you.
Far away. I need to help you.
Need help?
Helix is the one responsible for the gnoll attacks.
Kernan nods at the tower.
He's inside. He's been there for days. I've just been waiting for an excuse to bust him.
See you around.
Helix has got himself holed up inside Claven Mortwake's old tower. I won't lie to you, hero, it's heavily guarded. I count 6 armed mercenaries just on the outside. There's no way you're getting inside that tower by yourself. Lucky for you, Claire and I are here.
Kernan pats her sniper rifle.
I'll cover your entry. Take this shrouding potion. You'll need it once you get inside. Use it as soon as you enter the tower and head upstairs. Find out what Helix is hiding up there.
Farewell. Well met.
What could possibly be going on in Moonbrook? I don't like this one bit, hero.
Safe travels.
I'll be filling out my report and heading back to Stoneland shortly. SI, 7 must be informed of the happenings in Westfall. I would recommend you do the same and report back to Gryan.
Be careful.
Greetings.
Excellent work, hero. It will take the Riverpaw weeks to recover from the blow you just dealt. Please take an item of your choosing as a reward for what you have done.
Have a good one.
Need help? For the Alliance.
Who I asked this shadowy figure? We have to get to Moonbrook.
Go with honor, friend. Be careful.
We have had a camp near Moonbrook for quite some time now, hero. One of my best soldiers works the area along with a company of Sentinel Hill troopers. Report to Captain Albert now and find out if he has any news about the happenings in Moonbrook. Another ally of mine is also at the Moonbrook camp. Hisheroy's Duralius. I met Duralius in Northrend during my time in Valgard. He is a wise and powerful shaman. Perhaps his abilities could help us solve this mystery.
Light bless you.
Hello. Have a good one. What can I do for you? See you around.
What can I do for you?
The natives are restless, hero. I don't know what's going on, but homeless activity in this area has quadrupled in the past 2 days. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they were planning something.
For the Alliance.
We've noticed a rise in violent acts amongst the homeless of the area. Something or someone is getting them all riled up. Now whoever is behind all this is getting more organized. Just recently, a group of thugs came through here handing out pamphlets. Enter Moonbrook and look for evidence, propaganda, leaflets, whatever. Bring whatever you find back to me. Maybe we can find the source through the writings.
Be careful.
The material of this bandana is identical to the material found at the 12-hour murder scene. You should collect more red bandanas as evidence, and return what you find to Captain Alper.
I don't have a target.
Well met. Go with honor, friend.
Any luck?
Be careful.
V? The only V I know is Van Cleef, but he died many years ago.
Go with honor, friend.
It looks like the meeting the shadowy figure spoke of is starting soon. The homeless are starting to mobilize. I need you to attend the rally and gather information. Go to the center of Moonbrook and listen in on the rally. Return to me with whatever you find out.
Light bless you. For the Alliance.
Red bandanas?
Light bless you.
I haven't seen a red bandana in 5 years. Could this shadowy figure be attempting to reform the Defias Brotherhood?
Be careful. Greetings.
I could hear the cheers from here. It seems as if we've got a huge problem on our hands, hero. We have to discover the identity of this shadowy menace before we enlist the aid of Stormwind. Perhaps there is another way.
Light bless you.
There is a shaman here, Thoralius, who might be able to aid us. He is a friend of Brian's, who has recently come to Westfall to study the elemental devastation that has befallen us. Speak to Thoralius and see if there is something that he can do to shed some light on the identity of this shadowy figure.
Be careful.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Yes, perhaps I could be of some assistance. When I was in Northrend, I helped the people of Valgard uncover some of the mysteries of the Recall by delving into the spirit world. Perhaps the same could be done here.
Be well.
This incense will put your body and mind in a deep, meditative state. Once the trance begins, you will be pulled into the spirit world. Do not fight the trance once it has begun. Allow the spirits to show you what they know. You must leave now. Go to the Dead Mines, a place which I am told holds great significance in the history of Westfall. Once inside, use the incense. You may enter the Dead Mines through the old farmhouse south of here. Follow the homeless. Return to Gryan with your discovery.
May your days be long, and your hardships few.
None may challenge the Brotherhood. Lapdogs, all of you. Fools! Our cause is righteous. The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Well met. Go with honor, friend.
What? Van Cleef had a daughter?
For the Alliance.
I had no idea that Van Cleef had a daughter, Hero. If there was one thing that man was exceptionally skilled at, it was keeping secrets. How tragic. Poor thing witnessed a horrible act. Had I only known. What was that? Did you hear something? It seems as if the gnolls are pulling back. Where are my guards? On guard, Hero.
Go with honor, friend. Need help?
You need something? Safe travel.
Hey there.
I will deploy a battalion of soldiers to Westfall at once. With the Defias Brotherhood reborn, an old threat to the kingdom is renewed.
See you around.
The Defias Brotherhood are not a force to be taken lightly, Hero. What you witnessed was the birth of a ruthless organization of criminals that will stop at nothing to see Stormwind turn to rubble. I need you to return to Sentinel Hill and let Gryan know that we are sending him troops. I hope it's not too late.
Be careful.
I'm out of
What can I do for you?
We don't need any civilian vigilante types getting involved, kid. Leave this one to the professionals.
Be careful.
This is useless. Look at the date on this letter. The Furlbrows have been squatting on the Jansen stead for 5 years. They never could quite get their wagon fixed.
For the Alliance. king's honor, friend. Light bless you.
5 years of work burned to the ground in 5 minutes. Damn the Defias, and this is only the beginning, hero. We have a long, hard road ahead of us.
Be careful.
There is no doubt that the Defias pose a great threat to the kingdom, but we certainly cannot enter their hideout and hope that everything will work itself out. No, an assault against the Defias is going to take time and planning. I want you to leave the logistics to me. Our kingdom has other threats that must be dealt with immediately. Travel east through Elwyn to reach Ridge and report to Magistrate Solomon in Lakeshire. I will call for you when we are ready to attack the Defias.
Light bless you.